Hi, Al Smith here. Welcome to the mini lesson on types of points. The purpose of this lesson is to just do a quick review so that we're all on the same sheet of music when we're talking about points. There are three types of points that we used in playing bridge. The first is called high card points. That's made up of points for the aces, kings, queens, and jacks. The second is length points. Length points help us incorporate help us incorporate the length of the suit in a quantifiable manner into the strength of the hand. And the third and last is distribution points. And this is used when somebody discovers they have an 8+ card fit in a suit. All right, let's just do a quick review of the high card points so we'll all agree. Mathematically, and this is you do advanced math and so forth, an ace should really be used to be worth about 4¼ points, a king 3, a queen 1½, jack 3/4, and a 10 1/4. Now, don't you just love fractions? Okay, because we all hate fractions. We just round these values to 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now, one of the things we have to all accept that the high card points that we assign for the ace and so forth are just estimates. Okay, and there is probably, these are as good as we're going to get as in terms of estimates. But one of the things that we need to understand is that all honors are not created equal. Now, just to back up a second, because we've got 4 suits, we add this up, 4, 7, 9, 10. There's 10 high card points per suit. There's 4 suits. That gives us 40 total high card points in the deck. So be aware of that. Okay, now all honors are not created equal. A king and queen in one suit is much stronger than a king in one suit and a queen in the other. Why? Well, we know that we have the king and queen. We're going to win at least one trick, hopefully, unless it gets trumped. However, we got a king in one suit and a queen in the other. Both of those might be overtaken by a higher honor, and we might not win any tricks. So just be aware there is a difference in the value of the honors based upon how they are connected to the other cards in your hand. So remember, these are estimates. Now, length points, length points incorporate the fact that longer suits have greater trick-taking potential, uh, add trick-taking potential to your hand. Okay, so how do we incorporate that into the overall valuation of the hand in terms of the total number of points? Well, it's a pretty simple process. It came into vogue in about the 1980s and 90s, and it's called length points. And what we do is we add 1 point for each card over 4 in each suit. Okay, so we are adding points based upon the number of cards we have in that suit when we have a long suit. Let's look at a couple of examples. Okay, if you got 1 5-card suit, you can add 1 length. Okay, because that 5th card in that suit gives you more strength. So 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. If you've got a 7-card suit, you can add 3 length points because 7 minus 4 is equal to 3, and so on, 2 5-card suits. Now, this is really an important concept, and it has become the standard that's being used in standard American bridge today because it helps you get a truer appreciation for the real strength of your hand so that you can give it a proper valuation so you can be more aggressive when you've got longer suits and a little less aggressive when you don't have those. So it gives you a truer representation of the strength of your hand. Over time, what you're going to find is that shape is actually more important than points. So if you've got 2 long suits, that hand is probably going to be much more powerful than a hand with more points, but cards in all 4 suits because you're going to get to rough. Let's talk about distribution points. Okay, because most of the contracts we're going to play are going to be suit contracts. That means that one of the 4 suits is going to be trumped. Okay, what trumping does is allow you to use cards in that suit when you have no more cards in another suit to trump that trick and win it. Okay, so you can actually trump an ace with the deuce and win that trick, voiding the value of that ace as 4 high card points because it didn't win a trick. Okay, so the whole concept of distribution points is that the partner that discovers the 8+ card fit gets to count distributions for shortness, assuming that suit will be trumped. So again, this gives you the capability of getting a truer appreciation for the strength of your hand in the situation where the suit is going to be trumped. Now, distribution points is again, it's a pretty straightforward process. And for a doubleton, we add 1 extra point. For a singleton, we add 3. And for a void, we add 4. Just to note, there's a lot of controversy around 4. Some people think it should be 5. Some people think it should be 4. I tend to be a little bit more conservative and value it as 4. Okay, now I want to point out that all singletons and voids are not created equal. Okay, there are times when a singleton might only be worth 3 or 2, depending on the number of trumps that you have. Okay, there's ways of adjusting this. Okay, this basic assignment of value is based upon the assumption that you have a 3+ card fit. But what if you got a 2+ card fit and your partner has 6? That singleton and void is still worth something. I discussed that in the building block mini lesson 3-11. So that concludes the lesson for today. Again, if you want to give us contact, here's our information, and that information is also available in the description below the YouTube video that you can click on and get immediate access to our information. All right, so I hope you have a great day and enjoyed this mini lesson and you get something out.